Good morning and welcome back to my channel. My name's Julie, and if you're new here, this channel is basically vlogs of my life. I do clothing hauls, I do weight loss content, which sort of comes and goes. If anyone is ever on a weight loss journey, they know what that's like, that sometimes you're on it and sometimes you're not. Currently I am on it. And I do various different things really, like little holiday travel vlogs, just basically following my life as a middle-aged woman. Well, I'm 51 and I live in the East Midlands. So yeah, I work from home. I work as an accountant for a large global company. So yeah, if you're interested in following my life and seeing what I get up to, it's not terribly exciting, but it's just day-to-day life. Today is a weighing update. I haven't done one of these for ages. Like I say, my weight loss journey has been very up and down. During the first lockdown, I did really well. I vlogged it all on YouTube. I was following Slimming World from home because all the groups were closed, and I got on really well with that format, just the Zoom meetings. I worked out regularly. I was the healthiest I think I've been for probably my entire life, but certainly for several years. And then the last couple of years have been tough. I lost my dad to dementia, and it was horrible seeing him go through it. And then obviously he died, and I am a comfort eater, so that had an impact. I've changed jobs a couple of times. If anyone's watched me, I've sort of moved around. I was at this company I'm at now. I was at the company I was at for 10 years, decided to leave to go to the company I'm at now. Decided to leave there for a number of reasons, and I had a couple of jobs in between, and I've now come back like the prodigal son or daughter. Anyway, you're here for my weighing update. So the last couple of weeks has gone really well. I've been following the Real Loss Boss. I paid I think it was £25 joining fee because he had a half price offer in January. I think I joined just after Christmas. I know it's when Kazza was talking about it on a bit of Kazza, her channel, which I'm sure you're all aware of and watch regularly. I decided to go and check him out. Still wasn't completely sure what it was all about, but knew that I needed some accountability. Didn't want to go back to Slimming World. I think I've mentioned briefly before that it hasn't helped my relationship with food, and it works. It worked for me during the first lockdown, but obviously I've piled the weight back on a little bit more, as a lot of people do on Slimming World. It's one of these things, and they've kind of got you, haven't they? They've got you for a permanent sort of like for life paying, because if you can lose it, you go to group, then you stop group, you put it back on, you're back paying again. And some people can manage to stay at target and they're happy, and some of my subscribers are those people, and I'm really pleased for you. I'm just not one of those people. I think when I was younger, I was one of those people that was forced to eat all my meals and finish them. And we had big dinners, you know, our Sunday dinners were like mountains. So I'm used to eating a lot of food. So where Slimming would class something as free food, I will eat it, and I have no off switch. So whilst I'm following Slimming World and I'm following all their other rules, it works to a degree. I only ever got down as far as, I think my lowest was 11 stone, 10-13. I think it flashed 10-13 on the scales once, which isn't even in my ideal weight range. I should really be 10 stone. I'm only 5'3". So if you look at all of the charts that the doctors and the hospitals have, the ideal range starts at 10 stone. So I think I'm supposed to be anywhere between 7 and 10. I don't think I've been 7 stone since probably when I was 5. Certainly not in my adult life. I'm aiming to get to 10 stone because then I would be just in the ideal range, and that would be ideal for me. I don't ever want to be skinny. I just want to feel healthy, and that is the reason for my weight loss journey. So it's not about me, you know, dramatically becoming very, very, very thin, because that isn't my goal. My goal is to be healthy and happy. So this week we have 2 weekly check-ins. So I started on the 15th of January, and I had to give all of my data that weekend before I started, and then I started on the 15th, and the Real Loss Boss gave me a lot of calories, which, have I got my glasses over here? I think I have. I can't see without them. So I am allowed, obviously this is personal, this is down to you and how active you are and what job you do and all the rest of it. So everybody will be different. So I am down for an average daily calorie deficit of 1,847, which is a lot more than what I've had when I've tried to do calorie counting myself at home. I think I've been doing 1400 calories or thereabouts. I have tried to increase it, but always felt like I was doing the wrong thing. So that gives me a weekly calorie deficit of 12,926. So there are lots of support groups with the Real Loss Boss. There's a WhatsApp group which is very active to the point that I've had to mute it because it just goes constantly all day, and I'm working and I can't have that, so I mute it. And every now and again I'll pop in and sort of scroll back and see what's happened. There is a WhatsApp that you have with the Real Loss Boss, and he lets you know the broadcasts on there to let you know when he's going live on TikTok and Facebook, and there's a Zoom call as well. Now I've joined a couple of Facebook ones, but I think I've watched them after he's finished, and I think I might have joined one TikTok live. They're always like 8:30 in the morning. I'm getting ready to start work for 9, so I don't do them, and I'm not too concerned. I think if I was starting to struggle, I might join more of them, but at the moment I'm feeling quite in the zone. So at the start, you send him your weight. You have to measure your left arm, your right arm, your left leg, your right leg, and your waist. He sets you the calorie goal, and he sets you an average step count. So for me, he wanted me to have an average step count of 7,000 steps a day, which I haven't done, but I'll get into that in a minute. And 3 workouts, I think. Does that say I have to do 3 workouts, or is that ideal? Hang on, let me see if I can find it. Yeah, 3 exercise sessions and 7,000 to 8,000 daily steps. So he's done it on a progression that I'm supposed to increase my steps. On week 3, I'm supposed to be averaging 7.5. Week 4, 7.5, all the way up to week 12. I get to, well, week 11, I get to 10,000 steps. So before I started, the weekend before I started this, I was in London at a family party. And on the Saturday, I think I did 26,000 steps. And on the Sunday, I did over 10,000. I think I did about 12,000. It kind of scuppered me because on the Monday, my hip was quite sore. So I didn't actually reach my step target. And actually, I think I only reached it once that week. I really struggled. But an average for the week, I probably was about there. This last week, again, I've struggled. The weather hasn't been my friend. It's either been stormy or freezing cold, and not really the weather for going out for a walk at lunchtime. So I have done a couple of workouts at lunchtime, but I haven't been out for my walks. I've been out for a couple of walks, but not really long enough. I think I went out for one. I filmed it for my channel because the canal was all frozen. It was freezing, but I did manage to get close to 7,000 that day, I think, if not over it. So that's my current target. I could do with a treadmill, but I've got no room in my house to put a treadmill in anywhere. I kept thinking, do I could just get a walking pad to put under my desk? And I thought, realistically, I'm not going to use it, so no. So what I've been doing instead is, as well as my workouts, I've been trying to go on the bike. So I've discovered the Peloton feature of the Netflix entertainment ride you can do. So you can put Netflix or Disney Plus on. And I just think, if I'm doing a Peloton ride for my workout, then I will follow a Peloton workout ride, which is like where they push you with, you know, fast intervals and slow intervals and like all the rest of it. But if I'm doing it just to replace my walking, I'm quite happy to sit there for half an hour or whatever it is and watch a program and just poodle along, because although I haven't got any weight bearing on my legs, I've still kind of got the movement in there and I'm still doing something. So that's what my plan is at the moment, to try and get my steps in until the weather improves. What else have I got to report on? I have done really well with my workouts. I've gone back to my beach body workouts, which I really enjoy. I'm doing a beginner's super block at the moment, which when I started it, I thought, oh, this is too easy for me, but it really isn't, and it's building. So hopefully it'll get me to a position where I can actually start doing the workouts I was doing before, which I felt made such a difference to my body. When I measured this week, my centimetres haven't changed in 2 weeks, which doesn't surprise me, because whilst I have done workouts, I don't think you see the results that quick on your centimetres and inches and things. So they have all stayed the same. Weight is the figure that most people are interested in, but it isn't the be all and end all. I went from, and I will disclose my weight because I want to be completely transparent. So here's my progress sheet, and if you're good at reading, you can probably see that. I was 204 pounds at my first check-in, which was on the 9th of the 1st. And this week I've weighed in at 198.6. So I have lost 6 pounds. So I'm really chuffed with that. And I don't expect to lose that every week. I know that is like a whoosh effect for the first week being, you know, really sort of like bringing it back in after Christmas. And, you know, when you first start sort of like dieting again. And but hopefully I'll be able to lose sort of £1 a week. So every check-in I'm aiming for £2. So I'm hoping by the next check-in, which will be on the 9th of February, because he gives you all your dates in advance. The 9th of February, I'm hoping to then have gone past my half stone bracket, and then I'll feel like I'm getting somewhere. I think if I lose the 2.6, maybe 2.7, I will be back into the 13 stone bracket, which is my first main target, because I really want to get back down again. So yeah, it's all good. It's working pretty well. I feel like I'm in the zone. The one thing I'm doing this time, which is I am making sure I track everything. So like yesterday, I think my pudding, because I've had to guess so much yesterday, because we had breakfast out and I had to guess how many scrambled eggs I had and the butter and things. So if anything, I think I over-egged it, should I say. And then for the tea, I made dough for mashed potatoes and stuff, and I didn't weigh my portion out. So I was a little bit naughty yesterday, but I think if anything, I overestimated my calories. Didn't have lunch yesterday. So because on a weekly average, my weekly average, I can't show you because I record on my phone, but it is, I'm within my calorie deficit for the week, easily within my calorie deficit for the week. I think if today I'm going to have quite a good day. So my week runs from a Monday to a Sunday. So I know that I've got like 2,000 calories to eat today, which I probably won't eat. So as long as I'm in that deficit, it's fine. So every day I tend to be left with calories at the moment, and I don't want to keep doing that. I do want to make sure I do eat my calories, because if I don't, then when my weight starts to come off and I have to lower them, it might affect my weight loss. So like I say, the way that the Real Loss Boss does it, I think, is as you lose weight, rather than him having to decrease your calories, as long as you've increased your activity and you're working out enough and you're doing your walking and stuff, then hopefully your calories don't have to decrease by that much. Still not able to put my wedding ring back on. My fingers keep swelling so much that I can't fit my rings on. So that's another one of my main targets, is to get my rings back on, because it's the first time I've not worn my rings since I got married, which will be 30 years this year. So I think I even managed to wear them when I was pregnant. But at the moment, I haven't been able to wear them. So yeah, £6 off for this week. And I've not really got a plan for this week. I tend to be, he sends you a guide of like 300 calories for breakfast, different ways you can sort of break your calories down. So I know roughly that if I can get my calories around about 300 calories for breakfast, similar-ish for lunch, maybe up to like 300 or 400, then I know I'm okay for my evening meal. Occasionally we have HelloFresh, in which case then I know exactly what my meal's going to be, and I can plan my calories ahead for the day and then work backwards. But at the moment I have paused HelloFresh just for a couple of weeks. So I'm not sure the rest of the week what we're having. I haven't got a plan. I haven't purchased anything yet. I've not been food shopping. I've done bits of shops, but not a major shop. That's a frothy coffee. So yeah, this week will be just carrying on as I have for the last 2 weeks. It's worked for me, so I'm going to carry on. I'm vlogging all my food, if I remember. So if you want inspiration as to what sort of things I'm eating, obviously everyone's calories are different and everyone's calorie plan is different. But yeah, that's what I'm doing at the moment, and it seems to be working. So thank you so much for watching. I'm going to end the video here. If you like this kind of content, make sure you subscribe, and if you've liked my video, like it, because it helps the algorithms. I'm really trying to build my channel this year, and I'm hoping to have some sort of cooking content and stuff on here. So yeah, if you like that sort of thing, please subscribe, and I shall see you in 2 weeks for another weigh in, and I'll be back probably like tomorrow with a weekly vlog. I tend to be doing Monday to Friday vlogs and then weekend vlogs, so I'll break it up that way. I drop in the odd craft video here and there, so if you're interested in all that, stick around, and I shall see you very soon. Bye.